You're not going to believe this, Miss Mittens. Another day without fan mail. Bill? Replacement sea monkeys. Hello? What's this? Something from the Future Crimes Commission. FCC, huh? The big boys. Greetings, temporal focal point. As the cause of a less than ideal future, you've been selected for termination by the insurers of the future timeline. RIFT? Huh. Mr. Lobo always thought that stood for reading is fundamentally terrific. Or is the Rift something else? Don't we have a show on OSI called The Rift? Sweet Sarah Connor! Apparently, Mr. Lobo's got a lot of work to do so that I don't get this letter from the future in the first place? Feeling that migraine coming back. I wonder what happens to Mr. Lobo in the future. Future. They didn't advertise for time killers in the newspaper. That was my profession. Ex-horror host, ex-macabre MC, ex-misunderstood movie jockey, ex-time killer. Oh boy! Babs, it's supposed to be the chili lime one. Chili lime shrimp. That's what my ex-co-host Miss Mittens used to call me. Spicy, sour, filth-eating sea cockroach. Babs, you're interrupting Mr. Lobo's inner dialogue. What do you mean networks say you under contract? I mean, you better watch that problematic language before you get us into trouble. You got the wrong guy, pal. He say you time killer? Who talks like that? Seriously. Tell him I'm eating. Smithy, huh? The charmer's name was Babs from the front desk. We worked together on various hosted movie shows. Smithy must have upped her to the time killer unit. Her eyes and hair did most of the talking. Her language was called mute speak, mime talk. A mishmash of gestures, faces, one-sided conversations, dramatic pauses, houseplanese, what have you. Mr. Lobo didn't need a translator. I knew the lingo. Every good host did. But I wasn't going to make it any easier for them.
Lobo, would you please knock off that narration?
This is Alan N. Smithy, president of the network.
Mr. Lobo
Happens to like narration. Voiceover is an art form and kind of my thing.
It's very film noir.
Look, I know you're tired of hosting movies. We want you back on the network and we're willing to deal. You always wanted to make movies. How would you like to help us make features? We're promoting you to the long-form franchise content division. We figure you could baffle the audience with a series of cyberpunk films. A cinematic cyberverse. Cyberpunk? Do we have a script? Storyboards? A lookbook? AI will take care of all the creative stuff in post. The cyberpunk genre is perfect because you can just put a bunch of stuff together that doesn't make sense and people think it's edgy or profound. No concept art? No script?
We have a budget
And locations. And the fast food tie-in with collectible cups is a lock. The Gugu Mukbang Corporation farms ethically sourced fetuses for artificial shrimp, and they need a tax dodge. They've agreed to finance our film, and to cover our tracks and save money, we're going to make the film in cooperation with the Turkish government. Istanbul's industrial sector is pretty cinematic, and the copyright laws are not a problem. We can pretty much do anything we want and get away with it. On your side, I want you to start analyzing cyberpunk films and ingesting them into Abacus
for AI assimilation.
So I'm hosting another film? No. You are researching your own movie. You're going to be the unit director of Alan N. Smithy's Turkish
Blade Runner.
Jeepers.
Uncredited, of course.
But just act like you're hosting another episode of Cinema Insomnia so that we can repurpose this as content on OSI 74 for another episode. Ready? In 3, 2... Oh, we're on. You're not dreaming. You're watching Cinema Insomnia's Cyberpunk Special 1A OK. Tonight's feature has been enhanced in Cyber-O-Vision XM. For an extra immersive effect, put on your old thrift store VR goggles and you will actually feel yourself getting eye herpes. I'm your time killer movie detection unit, Mr. Lobo. Tonight, we are peeling off our rubber skin to reveal a shiny, chrome-plated endoskeleton and glow-in-the-dark LED eyes as we look at an early 90s film that continued to affirm James Cameron's love of the color blue, long run times, and plagiarism. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Too good to be true, I suppose. James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy? Really? I mean, that's totally awesome and everything, but that's not cyberpunk. I mean, that's like a action, sci-fi, comedy, fantasy, superhero K-Tel album? Can we split the difference? Oh. Guardian of the Universe, Abraxas, starring wrestler turned actor turned governor turned actor turned conspiracy theorist Jesse Ventura as a cyborg cop who helps a single mother in a small town who's the target of a renegade cyborg shot in Canada. Well, How bad could it be? Don't answer that. Plug in, chicken heads. Cinema Insomnia's Cyberpunk Special 1AOK jacks you into our mainframe feature transmission from the Great White Noise. Abraxas, Guardian of the Universe, in Cyber-O-Vision XM.
Have you ever been vaulted? Let me tell you, it's not very pleasant. It involves reinforcement of skeletal and muscle structures by shortwave irradiation and ozone layering to 0.23. Very painful. It can also knock out your memory, so some researcher came up with the idea to play word association games while they roast your tissue.
Planet of origin.
Sargatia.
You're a Sargatian.
Some of us are.
Some of us are what?
Sargatians.
What is Sargatia?
My home planet.
I thought it was the home planet of the Finder movement.
It is.
What division are you, Abraxas? Forget the pain, Abraxas. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Easy for you to say.
What division?
Interplanetary ecology.
No such division.
That's my division.
There's no such division, Abraxas.
That's my division.
Mission.
Apprehend a renegade. Finders are required to renew their vows every 100 Earth years. I've renewed my vows about 90 times now. That's right. I've been on the force for almost 10,000 years.
What is the law?
To defend all life.
What is the law?
To be loyal to the vow of protection.
What is the law?
I will have no relationship before my obligations as a finder. Kick around as long as I have, and you're gonna see it all sooner or later. Now they're sending me out to bring in Secundus, my ex-partner. He'd gone over the top. An occupational hazard for all finders. We see too much, we're around too long. Finders are the cops of the universe. Occasionally one of us goes renegade.
The renegade has been located. Affirmative action in process.
We have a renegade. Who is it? Secundus.
Secundus. Still after a co-mater?
Yes. But now he's re-engineered his DNA coding, and he's in the Yellow Star system. If he mates, the probability is that a co-mater will be born. I bet he's got skin like steel after his re-engineering.
Have you sent a finder after him?
Yes, I sent Abraxas. I used warp travel.
You used warp travel. Must be some distance you're covering. What sector?
RVS 034. It's a little planet 34th from the star in that area.
Intelligence level?
Tertiary. But very advanced technologically. We're barely ahead of them except for warp travel. And a few other things.
Peaceful?
Relatively. We've intervened twice. But basically, they're on the right path.
Nice place.
All right, I suppose. Never been there myself. The inhabitants call the place Earth.
Nice name. Can Abraxas stop the renegade?
We reinforced his skeletal structure. Vaulted it. T-squared.
Weren't Abraxas and Secundus partners?
Ancient history, Height. Secundus turned bad 1,000 years ago. You know that.
You should not have sent Abraxas.
Abraxas can handle it. He's brought Secundus in before. He knows the man. He knows how he operates.
I suppose we'll see. Won't we? I know Secundus. I know what he's capable of.
And I know what your problem is, Height. You really can't stand being at an outpost.
I should be at Command Central. Instead, I'm wasting my career at some godforsaken outpost at the edge of the known universe. Now I have a problem on a planet no one's ever heard of. Abraxas better take care of this.
Secundus and I went back a long way. We pulled each other through a lot of hard times.
Abraxas cannot possibly understand my motives. He believes in right and wrong. The only thing that matters is power. The power to no longer be a victim of fate.
Carl. Please, come on.
What's the matter?
Carl, stop it. Nothing has to be the matter with me just because I don't want you falling all over me.
Come on, Sonia. Please.
Mm-mm.
What the? Oh,
He's coming for the car.
We're getting out of here.
Start! Come on. Get the car started. Hurry.
Oh.
Get it started.
Go!
Hurry! Oh!
Run for it, Sonia! Get out of there!
Are you a birthing member of the human race?
Huh?
Your body.
Way to go, Secundus. What a pickup line. Does that ever work? Say, baby, are you a birthing member of the human race? Also, have you ever been vaulted? Have you ever tried? Let Mister Lobo tell you, if being vaulted is anything like being hosted, it's not very pleasant. It involves the dulling of the funny bones and mental wit structures by television wave irradiation and low-budget film mocking to 0.2.3. Very painful. It can also knock out your, memory. So some TV exec came up with the idea of joke association while they roast your tissue with misunderstood movies. Oh, was I inner monologuing again? Sorry. Cinema Insomnia. We'll be right back.
You're too young.
I'll show them.
Cocologists.
Your numbers are growing because New Coke has a better, more modern taste than
Pepsi.
Uh-oh, you said the P word.
Now, can I join?
If it's yay, I stay. No, I go.
Max! Sure, you can join.
Can he be president? Catch the wave. Coke.
Outer Space International. Bigger than TV. We're OSI 74.
I'm Dick Doodle, lead anchor of Unsport 74, bringing you hard-hitting interviews. How long have you been a part of the I wear a yellow headband and I will never get laid team?
This is my second year on the team.
That's the Virgin team, right?
Yes.
I came back bigger, I'm stronger.
Someone's pretty full of himself. Jim, cut the goddamn feed. Don't need this smug bastard on anymore. Featuring Unsports from all reaches of the galaxy. Expert analysis from Sir Mittens Merriweather, Royal Kingsley, Pierre LaPuck, Public Domain Fleischer cartoon Clark Kent, and the rest of the Unsport 74 news team. So, this is Dick Doodle reminding you, don't be a good sport, be an unsport.
Yeah, this new shirt will fit you to a T. It holds practically 1,000,000 times its own weight in soup. You wash it in the washing machine. Use one as a bath mat. Use it as a towel. Size small through extra large. Only $19.99 plus shipping and handling. But if you add $2.50 to your order, you can get a 2XL and larger size OSI 74 t-shirt. Here's how you order.
Visit our shop at OSI74.com. This is a limited time offer. Go to OSI74.com.
"25 years in the future. The ultimate weapon against crime will be the judge, jury, and executioner. And it will not be human. But here, the future has already arrived 25 years too soon.
Impossible.
Robotic
It's okay, honey. It's a police officer.
officer. Tactical. Operation. Research. Rotor. Its prime directive to judge and to execute anything that stands in its way.
The rotor walked through a busload of nuns to get to a jaywalker.
The perfect police officer.
It won't stop.
A prototype of what is to come. But pray, it never comes to this.
He's programming himself.
An unstoppable force. Without flesh and blood. Rotor.
Network of Origin?
OSI 74.
You're a show host?
Some of us are.
Some of us are what?
Jerks, okay? Show hosts are jerks.
What is OSI 74?
My flagship network. Owie!
I thought it was the flagship network of the misunderstood movie host movement.
It is.
What division are you of, Mister Lobo?
Well, what I really want to do is direct. Yo!
What doesn't kill you makes you more traumatized and mentally divergent.
You can say that again.
What doesn't kill you makes you more traumatized and mentally divergent.
Oh, brother.
What division?
Cinematic time killer. Yeah!
No such division.
That's my division.
There is no such division.
That's my division. For cat's sake.
Mission?
Apprehend so-called bad movies and make them behave like proper little gentlemen. Look, I don't remember what the safe word is, but this isn't fun anymore. Misunderstood movie hosts are required to review their vows every 100 episodes. Mr. Lobo's renewed his vows about several times. That's right. I've been on the force for almost many math years. But now it's time for you insomniacs to renew your vows and recommit to tonight's torture session, especially since we need to complete our research so that we can make our own Turkish Blade Runner. Please assume the position and repeat after Mr. Lobo. I, as initiated member of the Sleepless Nights of Insomnia, do solemnly swear to watch the movie, the whole movie, and nothing but the movie. So help me, Mr. Lobo. You may stand down. It is getting more and more Blade Runner-y in here all the time. We've got umbrellas, we got a spinner. Eat your heart out, Sid Mead. But for now, let us return to this 1992 preemptive strike to knock off Terminator that knocked itself out of the box office before Terminator 2 even had the chance. Abraxas, Guardian of Ontario.
Communication from command. Secundus is in possession of a fertile birthing member of the species.
Please! Just let me go! No! Please, wait! No!
I really do need your body.
DNA infusion complete. Reproduction commenced.
What happened to your face?
I was vaulted, T-squared.
Looks like they lined your skull with plasteel.
It's over.
Right. I win. The girl will bear my child. and he will be the answer.
Why? You had it all. An almost immortal lifespan, virtually unlimited power.
Almost? Virtually? It's not enough when I can have it all. The key is the birth of a co-mater. The co-mater will be able to compute the anti-life equation. That child will be a co-mater. Join me. To stop me now, you have to kill the girl. I know you. You can't do that.
Communication from command. Secundus will be transported to Penal Planet Tyrannus 7. A travel warp is operative.
It doesn't matter. I win. See you soon, Abraxas.
Stand clear. Travel warp is operative. Remove the possibility of the birth of Secundus' child immediately. Eliminate the female. To eliminate the offspring upon birth would be hazardous. The anti-life equation could erupt. You have 2 minutes. Order repeated. Eliminate the female. You have 1 minute. Abraxas, you must eliminate the female before birth occurs. You have 30 seconds.
What is happening to me?
Seconds, Abraxas. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Didn't do it. The co-mater is born.
We don't know if the child is a co-mater yet, Ellie.
The mere possibility of such an occurrence is sufficient to warrant the death of the woman and the child.
Sonia, we want to help you. But this story, it's so hard to believe.
I'm not asking you to believe me. I'd settle for some help.
Well, why won't you tell us who the father is?
I know this sounds terrible, but I honestly don't know who the father is.
The only thing worse than protecting a delinquent father is not knowing who the father is.
I have nothing to be ashamed of. If you want me to leave this house, I will.
I want you to leave this house.
Can I go too? Writer-director Damian Lee just grabbing random mythical names works out pretty well for establishing the idea of a space empire. Abraxas is Greek. Secundus is Latin. Not like Vulcan, Krypton, Klingon, where all the names sound the same, as if everyone spoke the same language and always has. I mean, that's total horse malarkey right down here on Earth. That kind of linguistic stability assumes a very stable planet. No inventions, no wars, very mild weather. And speaking of weather, in that last reel, there were so many shots of snow-covered trees and bridges and the flat voiceover and smooth jazz. Mr. Lobo thought he was watching the Weather Channel. With a little more baby daddy drama, of course. Wonder what's on the Weather Channel right now. Cinema Insomnia. We'll be right back.
For your NES. Now you and the games are one. The Power Glove. Everything else is child's play.
OSI 74. Reach for the...
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants, put suckers in fear. Making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom, explosive. Overpowering, over the competition. I'm towering, wrecking shop. When I drop these lyrics that'll make you call the cops. Don't you dare stare, you better move. Don't ever compare me to the rest that'll all get sliced and diced.
Look into the hypnotic eye.
Our goal is to satisfy your visual appetite and to give you a fix for your visual addiction.
Watching TV, and I'm feeling okay.
Well, hopefully we've shown you things you haven't seen before. Things that make you just go, what the hell was that all about?
The year 2032. The city, Los Angeles. The movie, Demolition Man. The restaurant,
Now, all restaurants are Taco Bell.
Exactamundo. The demo deal. Buy a burrito supreme, nachos, and a large drink for one low price. And get an official Demolition Man movie poster absolutely free. I'm impressed. The supply's limited. The conclusion, get to Taco Bell today.
In
2077, what makes someone a criminal? Getting caught. In Night City, you can become anyone, anything, if your body can pay the price. So seize the day, then set it on fire.
Mr. Lobo was minding his own business, narrating aloud to himself on our old set back here in the present. There were loud, weird, wet, sloppy noises outside. The Weather Channel predicted wormholes for today, so I decided not to investigate. I was already on notice for screwing up the timeline in the future, and I didn't want to take any unnecessary chances. But then, he walked in. He had those dad jeans that went all the way up, and a beer belly that wouldn't quit, a sloppy flannel shirt, and a futuristic sidearm of some kind. He had about as much menace as a moist towelette.
Are you Mr. Lobo, consort of Mittens?
Consort? Well, I don't mean to brag, but...
I am your finder, Earl. I will be killing you tonight for the sake of the timeline. Do you have any questions?
Well, yes. Mr. Lobo is no gun expert, but lethal firearms don't generally say Hasbro on the side.
Damn wormhole turned my gun into a toy again. I'll be back.
Be glad you didn't drive, Tonka kid.
Don't mock me. I'm harder than steel.
Now who's bragging? Talk about toxic masculinity. This timeline is not very safe for your soft, squishable, and not puncture-proof narrator, Mr. Lobo. I need to find my old time machine up in the attic. Why don't you jump back into reel 3 of whatever you're watching in the future? Future.
County of birth?
Simcoe.
Town?
Thornbury.
Name?
Mine?
The baby's?
Thomas. Thomas Murray.
Name?
Thomas.
Got that. Give me yours.
Sonia Murray.
Father?
I'm the only parent.
Come on, lady. What did you do? Find the kid in the parking lot? You want to register the kid? Okay. How do I know this kid is yours, huh? You got one affidavit signed by yourself. Now, who's the father?
I'm the mother. I'm the mother. You don't laugh. You never cry. You never make a sound. Who are you? Who are you? Where did you come from? I bet you have a lot of secrets. It's been 5 years since Tommy was born. 5 years since that night. We have a nice, fairly regular life. Except that Tommy has never spoken. He's never made a sound. Sometimes, I have no idea what he's really thinking. I've never told him what his father was. I love him so much. But I'm afraid that something terrible is going to happen to him. I don't know why, but I have this feeling that something will take him away from me. Forever. Physical reason as far as they can see why he shouldn't be talking. He's apparently capable of it. There's no hearing impairment. He's bright enough.
He's 5?
Yep.
He's big for 5. Seen any other doctors about this?
Yes, about a dozen or so over the years.
Sonia, has there been any trauma in Tommy's life at all?
When he was born, he cried a little bit, but then he stopped.
And since then?
Not a sound.
Nothing?
Nothing.
This is Penal Planet Terranus 7. We confirm the escape of Secundus.
Stand by, we will advise.
How did he escape?
We're not sure.
Secundus would be irrelevant if you had eliminated the girl before she gave birth.
None of us could be certain her child would possess the anti-life equation.
We're certain now. The readouts indicate the child is a co-mater. The boy may be capable of unconsciously computing the anti-life equation, and Secundus is capable of ripping it right out of his brain.
Consciously, Height, the co-mater is still dormant.
That will change. Secundus will see to it. You should have taken her life. That would have prevented this problem from arising.
You could have executed Secundus. That would have prevented the problem.
He was a finder, Abraxas.
Was. Now he's an uncontrollable malcontent. You should have terminated him.
All finders are necessarily and understandably exempt from execution. It's operational mandate.
My operational mandate does not allow execution of innocent women and children.
Do you realize what you've done? Let me spell it out for you. With the equation, Secundus could gain access to the anti-life universe. If he even attempts entry, a destructive force would be unleashed that would shatter worlds.
I understand, but it still doesn't justify murder of an innocent victim.
You've endangered the lives of millions of people for the sake of one woman and one child.
I think you're over-dramatizing the situation, Height.
I think not. Co-maters are not legend. If travel warps could handle more than single entities, I would send a platoon down right now.
Can you latch me on to Secundus's warp?
I think so.
Another water landing?
Has to be. You're restricted to carbon-based H2O warps. The planet is 70% water.
Abraxas, you must locate the co-mater and terminate it. Kill the child before Secundus.
The decision to terminate is mine alone.
Not in this case.
I'll solve the problem my way.
There's no time for this, Height. Let's pay weaponry a visit. Abraxas, you'll need some heavy artillery. Secundus hit a techno-carrier after he escaped.
Travel warps are like wormholes connecting different parts of the universe, kind of like a galactic subway system. They're a natural phenomenon that we've learned to use, sometimes successfully, sometimes not.
Malfunction. Travel warp malfunction.
What happened?
I tried to run parallel with Secundus' travel warp, and the streams crossed.
Abraxas will be stripped naked of his weaponry.
Height, he'll be lucky to survive.
All they'll have left is their answer boxes.
Readings indicate that Secundus' answer box is in low charge. He'll be forced to find a repower generation source immediately. That means Abraxas will have the upper hand initially.
Better use it to terminate the co-mater child.
Warp malfunction.
I thought you were still asleep. Did you have a good sleep? I'm meeting with your principal today. He wants to talk to me about you. You haven't been up to any mischief, have you? No, I didn't think so. Come on. Let's get you washed, dressed, and fed, huh?
So you're Tommy's mother?
Yes.
Is it Mrs. Murray?
No.
You're single?
Yes.
How long has the father been gone?
Since he was born.
Has there been any abuse in the family?
No.
How long has he not been speaking?
All his life.
Well, do you think maybe that Tommy's acting out because his father isn't around and he's not speaking because he's angry?
No. I think he's mute.
Well, have you tried anything with him to get him to speak? I know here, when students are not paying attention or pretending they don't hear me, I try to catch them off guard. I go, ah! Gets a little response out of him. Have you tried anything like that?
What are you getting at, Mr. Latimer?
Well, Mrs. Murray, I'm sorry, but this is a normal school for normal children.
My son is normal. He just needs special attention.
He's getting special attention, all right, Mrs. Murray. His presence is causing a problem with the students. Frankly, Tommy scares the piss out of them. And they act out. They push him. They call him names. They tease him. Constantly.
Why don't you just tell them to stop teasing him, to stop pushing him, to stop calling him all kinds of names? Have you ever thought of just telling them to stop it?
No. No, I haven't. I'll try that. I'll speak to the kids. I'll just tell them directly. That's a good suggestion. I'm gonna try that.
Was that Jim Belushi?
Yes, Mr. Lobo. They were trying to create a cinematic universe with Abraxas back in the 90s. Jim Belushi reprises his role as Principal Rick Latimer from the hit 1987 drama The Principal, about a crime-ridden high school. Remember that one? With Lou Gossett Jr.?
Oh, yeah. But why would they want to tie in the principal to Abraxas? I mean, don't you think Jim was just, doing the film on a lark as a favor to his Terry Garr-looking wife?
Marjorie Bransfield?
Right. They were kind of like the Burns and Allen of the late 80s, early 90s. She was the waitress in Dead Heat. The receptionist in K9. Maybe more like the captain in Tennille. Pink Lady and Jeff. Millie and Vanilli.
No. Definitely cinematic universe. Because it also ties into Jack Kirby's New Gods from DC Comics. The anti-life equation was a transcendental, mathematical formula originally said to allow those who knew it to dominate the will of another sentient race. That was the goal of supervillain Darkseid. Zack Snyder was trying to bring Abraxas into the Justice League.
This is some next level nerding out. I'm not sure I can keep up with all this. I mean, all I know is that this doesn't feel very cyberpunk at all, for some reason.
Well, when you have some time, I can tell you how it all connects to Nickelodeon's Pete and Pete, Forever Knight, The Red Shoe Diaries, and even Munchie. Abraxas is rumored to actually be a part of the anti-entertainment equation. Wait, Mr. Lobo.
Joe?
Hold on a second. I think somebody's sneaking around the video dungeon. Hey, Plaid Stallion, what are you doing here?
My name is Earl. I'll be your finder for tonight.
Look, Wet Flannel, put that very real gun down before you hurt somebody.
I understand that you have knowledge of the anti-entertainment equation. You are targeted for off-camera termination.
I've been shot! I'm dead, murdered!
Joe! Joe! Future Joe LaScola from the movie dumpster. Oh no. He's gone. Shot, dead, murdered. This is getting dangerous. We might not be safe here. I guess it's now time for the old according to Jim salute.
Minneapolis, St. Paul, listen up. This is Jessie the Body Ventura talking to you from the Chicago Lake Liquor Store, across from Sears in Minneapolis. Where should you turkeys go to buy your beer? Chicago Lake Liquor Store. You can get the finest in domestic beer as well as imported beer. You can drink little bottles or drink it like the body does.
Chicago Lake Liquor is the #1 beer store. They buy more, so you buy for less. Save even more on 3K Special. #1, Chicago Lake Liquor.
Watch Sleazy Pictures on OSI 74.
Old Sleazy is here to keep you off suicide watch by making this another tolerable Friday night. Yes, we've got it all here tonight. Sound, colors, pictures that move. Everything that you could want from a bum fight video without all that icky, guilty feeling afterwards. I thought this was called Crippled Masters. How is this guy crippled? Can he wipe his own ass is what I'd like to know. Not that I would want to see it. I hope this guy found a nice secluded phone booth miles away from any bulldozers. I doubt if there's any noisy, slow-moving bulldozers. Ah!
Our producers need a lot of help.
If you like what they do and what they do works for you, why not consider putting a little something in their thank jar?
Oh, you can buy crack from me.
Our producers receive 100% of the tips in their thank jar.
Reach for the sky. Support OSI.
Aaron M. Lane is an editor, producer, and archivist for Cinema Insomnia, hosted by Mister Lobo. He has spent countless hours preparing and restoring episodes for OSI 74. Send funds online now. Go to paypal.me/lanefilmltd. That's paypal.me/lanefilmltd.
Prepare their ceremony, we've lost enough time.
Miss Mittens, things are not going great for present-day Mr. Lobo. Right now, people are trying to kill us. Not actual people, but cool-looking cyborgs from the future, supposedly disguised as schlubby-looking people trying to kill us. We got all these bills, 4 more letters from the FCC. We messed up the timeline really bad, apparently. Plus, we're feeling very overweight and unattractive. It's just smell really bad, and I should have showered today. I know, TMI, but we're just sort of questioning everything, you know? That's why we dug out the old time machine. That's right, Miss Mittens. This was Mr. Lobo's answer box. When Mr. Lobo was smaller and got bullied in school or criticized at home or chased by vicious dogs on the street, I climb inside the old time machine and set the timer and just wait. You know, and then after the jump, I crawl out of the time machine and all the bullies and dogs and mean adults were either eating dinner or sleeping. Yep, this old time machine always delivered Mr. Lobo away from his problems and further safe and sound into his own future. Did it go back in time? Yeah, it's gone back in time. Yeah, definitely back in time. I distinctly remember falling asleep on a Friday and it ending up on Monday again. You know, why are we focusing so much on the time travel aspect anyway, Miss Mittens? I mean, this is supposed to be the Cyberpunk episode. I mean, this is the sort of thing that ruined the Terminator franchise. In the Terminator, the time travel aspect is just a MacGuffin. No, not an egg sandwich. A MacGuffin is a plot device, all right? Terminator is really supposed to be a high-tech, high-styled cat-and-mouse slasher. You know, like Halloween's Michael Myers, only as a cyborg. You know, the time travel thing is just the thing that moves the plot forward. Or backward. Wait, is this still the Cyberpunk episode here in the present? I mean, it doesn't make sense that I'd be hosting a movie for the first time in both times. Okay, none of this is making sense right now. You know what? Maybe Mr. Lobo should just, jump forward in time just a little bit. You know, maybe in the future we're watching an actually exciting, interesting cyberpunk movie, you know? That'd be so awesome. To the future. Future.
Something wrong happened in the travel warp. I was alive, but my weapons had been destroyed. Abraxas had to have suffered the same fate. In hand to hand, I could take him. But first, I had to recharge my answer box.
Number, right? Hi, can I help you? Hey! Hey, what do you want?
Hey, what are you doing here? What do you want?
I'll handle this.
I am insufficiently charged to activate this vehicle.
Give me the keys.
I'm not going to give you my keys. What's your driving record? I've got quality insurance. It doesn't cover high-risk drivers. Look, I'm willing to overlook this if you are. I could sue you for this, you know. Personal harassment. I'm a lawyer. I can litigate.
Give me the keys. Grab the keys.
Michael, get the keys. Yeah, here you go.
You know, you really ought to get an alarm system in here.
For what? To protect a few bags of organic pasta?
I'm sorry. Here, let me get those for you.
This is a country store, Johnny. Here.
Drink your wheatgrass juice.
Okay. You know, I was wondering, Saturday, I mean, if you weren't busy or...
Hey!
Howdy, Johnny. How's the law in Dodge City?
I'm Maxie.
Wait. Here.
Bye.
Stop! Stop! Could you please provide me with ground transportation?
How's your girlfriend?
I haven't asked her out yet.
Well, why not, Johnny boy? You're the new kid in town. Probably just holding her breath.
I've been busy, you know what I mean?
Sounds like fear of failure to me. Yep, fear of failure. It's held many a good man down. Well, I'm going to grab me a coffee. Come on, I'll buy you one. Say hello to some of the locals.
I'm on my way to town. I'm going to report this to the local police.
I am a police officer.
Don't you think we should go to the local police? You don't look local to me.
Perhaps you'd have some local clothing I could wear.
Sensors indicate appropriate power source in this vicinity.
The anti-life equation is tantamount to magic. It would make me a god. Anything less is death.
Program resumed. Warp travel damage corrected. We are active.
Hey, what are you doing in my shop? I am recharging my answer box.
Whatever the hell that is, you sure picked the wrong place to do it.
You're quite a big man.
Big enough to take you, pal.
Yes? Test for the anti-life equation.
Subject does not possess anti-life equation. Testing will result in discorporation.
Run the test.
Warning. Warning.
You failed.
So what makes you think you can locate my 4x4?
My box says VD, trust me.
Your what?
VD, vibrational detection. Everything, even machinery, has its own particular vibrational frequency. We just can't read them. This device, my answer box, can read and locate anything it's made solid contact with.
Then it must be able to pick up this guy as well.
No, members of our force were taught to avoid VD.
VD is for everybody, not just for the few. Anyone can share VD with someone nice as you. VD is for everybody, darling, have no doubt that anyone can get VD. That's what it's all about.
If you're curious or confused, get information or a pamphlet at most pharmacies or a health clinic. If you need help, see a doctor.
In 1972, Delos was open to the public. It consisted of 3 fantastic vacation resorts: Roman World, Medieval World, and Westworld. It was a computerized paradise where nothing could go wrong. But something did. Now, in 1976, Delos is about to reopen.
The new Delos is not only the most fantastic resort in human history, it is also fail-safe.
And an incredible new world has been created. American International presents Future World.
The ultimate vacation resort, fully programmed for your pleasure, where for only $1,200 per day, you can experience anything you can imagine. And a few things you can't.
My night to your pawn.
Prepare the Martian ski sequence for 5 guests and return power to grid 3.
Future World, where every day is an exciting new adventure, where your fantasies become reality.
Take us both.
You can take risks, face danger, defy death, all in complete comfort and total safety. Safety, safety, safety.
You will never harm Delos.
They're duplicates.
You will do what Delos instructs you to do.
They're creating and programming duplicates of real people.
You will destroy your original.
I will destroy my original.
Peter Fonda, Blythe Danner, Arthur Hill, and Yul Brynner.
Even those of us who create them can't tell the original from the duplicate.
In Future World. If you can afford to go there, you're lucky. If you can't, you may be luckier than you think.
Hello, darlings. Bunny Galore here. I starred in my very own soap opera called Pantry Manor. I play a lady called Joyce Slaughter, the wife of millionaire Todd Slaughter. However, she does have a few enemies, including her arch rival, Alma Cutt. There's also Jessie, the gypsy who has second sight, and the lovable handyman, Nobby. Pantry Manor.
Kill the kid. Kill the kid.
Kung Fu Fridays. Only on OSI 74.
U-Force for Nintendo. U-Force. U-Force. Nothing but you, and the game.
With the U-Force power field, nothing comes between you and the game.
U-Force.
That Finder Earl guy practically vaporized Joe from the movie dumpster show. If that Finder finds out we're showing Abraxas, he might come after us next. It's supposedly part of the anti-entertainment equation after all. You know, I vaguely remember something happening years ago in the before times, before the retro future dystopia. Earl 409, the Finder, would go back in time through travel wormholes to try and get us. And then Mister Lobo kept going forward in his old time machine to avoid him. Whatever happened to that old time machine? Again, why do we keep bringing up time travel in our Cyberpunk special? We're never going to get enough data to help Abacus AI generate our own awesome low-budget Cyberpunk movie. Not like this bad suburban commando Canadian style nonsense. Mr. Lobo just can't pinpoint what that other genre that keeps creeping into tonight's movie, but it's just harshing the vibe. Puzzling. Suddenly, Mr. Lobo has this urge to just go further, further into our own future. It's bound to get better if we just wait it out, right? And with that, let's dive back into what the kids call Terminator versus male pattern baldness, Reel 5 of Abraxas in Cyber-O-Vision XM. To the future. Future.
Boy's never gonna learn.
Anybody belong to that poor excuse for a forklift out there? Needs a safety check. Talking now.
It's mine. Got a problem with that?
Billy,
Yeah.
Johnny here is just doing his job. He doesn't mean anything.
Sheriff Sharp, under section 217.
Johnny,
doesn't
he
belong
just takes the tractor from town to the farm. He never causes any trouble.
I'm trying to...
I must locate Secundus. Good luck.
Johnny, boy, you got to learn the difference between the spirit of the law and the letter of the law.
Sheriff, I think...
Now, right now, you're trying to act and function on the letter of the law. Right? Now, this is a small town. We got no bad guys up here. You're the one who wanted to get out of the city up to a place where you could really make a difference.
I didn't want to spend my
The
time...
difference up here is you're a peace officer. Got it?
With all due respect, Sheriff, I think peace officer is an antiquated concept.
Huh?
Listen, the police department today is in a constant state of siege.
What are you talking
Hey,
about?
look around. Every corner, there's freaks, lunatics, terrorists.
Those people are locals.
We have to be prepared to defend ourselves.
For what? Apple pickers?
Sheriff, we got an emergency at Town Hall. They say some guys in there tearing the place up pretty good.
On our way. No bad guys, huh?
Secundus had the mother's name and would be looking for the location of the comator child. He had it pinpointed to this area, but that was basic logic. This was the terminal end of the travel warp.
Hey. Hey. You work here or what? My electricity got cut off. So what are you gonna do about it? You gonna fix it or what?
Let her go, Secundus. Get out of my way, or I will crush her skull. Drop her. One more bark or whimper from you, and her brain is dust. Try me. Do what he says. You will kill her. Who are you? I'm a fellow officer. I'm in pursuit of this man.
He's not armed. You can nail him.
I don't think so. Do you want the girl to die? Tell them, Abraxas. They cannot change destiny. Up against the wall. Give me your guns.
Don't give me your gun, Johnny.
You're right. Let me have the pleasure of taking it. Put your gun in my pocket. Follow me. She dies. Have a nice day.
Don't shoot!
Stay!
Payback time, kid. I don't know how you did it, but this time I'm gonna make you real sorry.
Betty? It's Sonia. I forgot my keys again. Sorry.
What else is new?
So how was your day today? It was good. Really busy, but good. You?
You know, the usual. You still going out to the movie tonight? Hi, Sonia.
Hi. Hey, you. Oh, I missed you. I missed you all day. Still want to go to the movies? Yeah? Okay. Go get a sweater. It's chilly outside.
Do you mind if we stay here and watch your TV set while you're gone?
No, fine. Whatever you want.
great, because ours has got all those squiggly lines in it. You can't see nothing. Come on.
There's food in the refrigerator. Help yourself to anything you want.
Don't forget your keys.
Oh, no, I won't.
Hi, Mr. Belluccini. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, son. You too, son.
I'm a pirate king, Tarantara, Tarantara. And it is a glorious day. Oh, jeez. I don't believe it. I forgot my keys again. Do you believe it? Oh, what the heck. I guess Betty will still be up after the show. Tarantara, Tarantara. You ready? For I am a pirate king, Tarantara, Tarantara.
Is he gonna show up? Show. The kid's a weasel. What the hell's he doing with Jared?
I know. You forgot your key again, right? Mommy!
Entity has no knowledge of anti-life equation. This is not...
Must be the co-mater.
Testing...
Run the test.
...in this corporation. Warning.
Run the test.
Warning.
I could kill you now, but I will let you live so you can see everything you care about be destroyed.
Come out of your box, Mr. Lobo. It's time to resurrect the snack bar segment. Are you all right?
No, Sally. I think everything will be better if we just wait it out.
It's not cat in the box season.
What's going on? What year is it?
You've only been gone a little while. It's time to do the snack bar segment.
Reel 5 already? Well, we've been trying to avoid hosting anything because we don't want to disrupt the timeline.
Oh, yeah. There was a man from the future looking for you. He said you'd end up showing Abraxas someday. And it kind of ruins the timeline stuff, basically destroying the universe. I think he wants you to die, you know?
I know. We've got several letters from the Future Crimes Commission already about this, which is why I thought we could celebrate the end of everything by creating a snack based on the anti-life equation for your digestive tract. We call it Loaded Poutine Comator Taters. Comator is from the French word meaning comatose.
Oh, comatose, just how I like my fleshies. And perfect for your Abraxas snack attack. I felt like eating Canadian today.
Well, this will fatten them up, eh?
Yeah.
All you need is some pre-cooked French fries, some pre-cooked mashed potatoes.
Not yet? Too soon?
Too soon.
Okay.
Those are pre-digested too. Also.
I don't eat this stuff. I didn't digest them.
All right. Okay. You just died. You didn't digest them.
That's right.
Some warm brown gravy.
Oh, hey. Wasn't that a band?
They were big in the 60s, yes. And of course, cheese curds, which are available wherever cheese curds are sold. Imitation bacon bits. Don't splurge on the good stuff. green onion or scallions or chives, lawn trimmings.
I don't think those are all the same thing.
A pan covered in aluminum foil.
Ah, for cyber Alzheimer's. The aluminum leaches into the food. I read that.
Zombies read.
Yeah, words and stuff. Oh, because reading is fundamentally terrific.
All right, well, maybe a pan lined with somewhat less futuristic parchment paper. An oven preheated to 350 degrees, and a pot for the mashed potatoes, and a will to die, apparently. What you do is, quite simply, well, the first number one thing that you do is to prepare the mashed potatoes as the manufacturer directs. Did you do this, Sally?
Yeah, what the box said.
Because you can read.
Yeah, words and stuff.
Okay, all right. Keep warm. The second number one thing that you need to do is, quite simply, for each serving, prepare 8 ounces of fries according to the package instructions and place in a heat-proof container or plate.
How's that?
Does that seem like 4 ounces to you?
I don't know. Your finger food is really thin. You should feed your fleshies before you harvest them. There,
Well, this is our old friend, Pom Fritz.
Oh, wait a minute. That's why he smells like potato. Who knew?
Anyway, you quite simply scoop 4 ounces or so of mashed potatoes on top of the fries.
There.
Scatter 2 ounces or so of cheese curds on top.
Hey, it sticks. This is fun.
This is some good scattering. I'm very impressed. That did-eye aim. And place in a hot oven just long enough to melt the cheese. Now, we don't have time to make these loaded poutine comator taters. But we got in our time machine and we made these ones just before the show. Oh.
Hey, do you think you need these? Do they work?
Thank you. Now, the last number one thing that you need to do is quite simply pour 2 ounces or so of warm gravy over the ingredients, like so.
He won't let me do that part.
I saw how you did the rest of it. And then you, of course, garnish with your imitation bacon bits. And your green onion or scallions or chives or whatever the hell they're called.
Those things. Green stuff.
Serve with a shot of wheatgrass or broken Pepsi bottles. And you're ready to, you're ready to take a nap, quite honestly. I mean, Mister Lobo heard of comfort food, but this is definitely comatose food. I think I'm going to take a little trip in my time machine during tonight's intermission.
Yeah, well, hurry up and go get comatose. I like when my fleshies are comatose.
Engaging digital projection ignition sequence. Color balance adjustment has been completed. Calibrating depth perception protocol. Tuned to frequency 90.7 FM now. You are now in the future.
night, there ain't no sleep when you're the laughing clown. You stop the blues from coming through and making blue stains on your shoes. You ask why I'm never around. Don't you hear me begging you not to pass the stop sign while you cut the brake lines just for me? And don't you feel the deja vu? 'Cause it's in my bloodline, always to be outshine's guaranteed. I'm the anomaly.
Mayor Reed, I think the question everyone here is asking is the right to privacy effectively dead in New York City?
The crime rate in this city is now lower than that of Cheyenne, Wyoming. I think anyone, including my fellow law-abiding New Yorkers, would happily sacrifice a little bit of privacy for that kind of personal safety.
Many hailed the launch of the Bentham Grid as the funeral for American crime. But it was the day that something else began.
Plurality detected.
Target just got picked up on 8th Avenue.
Alana Winston.
Looks like she's a reporter.
Send in Foucault.
Have a nice day, Mr. Foucault.
We are still without answers as to what caused a small plane to crash in Austin, New York just 2 days ago. Over the last 48 hours, search...
I'm on mobile, in pursuit.
Don't get into another foot chase, Foucault. Just walk up behind her, hit her with the decap, and bring her in. I got an intercept car coming to you.
Ms. Winston, I'm Inspector Foucault. You're gonna have to come with me.
Here we go. Activate every grid node we can get in that area. Declared and undeclared. That's currency, trains, doors, anything we can get our hands on. Box her in and shut her down.
Grid lockdown.
Move! She's fast. Stay on her. Come on, people, let's go. We've got the eye in the sky, Foucault. We can see both of you.
Danger. 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 Danger.
I think I got her, sir.
We got her. You can get her in the park in 30 seconds. Nice and easy. Don't let her in the park.
Target locked.
I got her.
Ms. Winston!
You can't beat the grid.
Sir, she's down.
bring her in. Been with these two lovely ladies for over an hour now. All the standard questions have yielded exactly diddly. And the bioscans didn't tell me anything. Almost like they're the same person.
Isn't it the one who ran?
They both ran. My name's Inspector Foucault. I'm gonna ask you a few questions.
I've already answered all their questions.
It's really important that you answer them honestly and with no cognitive stress. I don't want you to think about the answer. Just respond with whatever pops into your head.
Begin interview.
How old are you, Alana?
Your mother never told you it was rude to ask a lady her age?
Just answer the question, please.
Fine. I'm 28. I'm 28.
You'll be 29 soon.
Unfortunately, that's what comes after 28.
You're married.
No. Engaged.
Our records say you're married.
Well, your records must be wrong because I'm not married. Not yet, at least.
When's the wedding?
3 weeks. A few weeks.
Pay attention to the way they answer the questions. One gives a specific date. The other gives a point of reference based on her current timeline. We ask reference-based time questions. The cognitive stress levels rise on the one who really has to think about it. Then eventually, the one who doesn't belong here will screw up because she can't get the math right.
When did the Bentham grid go online?
Almost 2 years ago. January 2021. Am I here because of my civil rights piece? Is that a serious question?
When did the UN move its headquarters to Geneva?
December. About a year ago. 2022. What the hell is this pop quiz all about?
Small aircraft crash in Ossining. Do you remember when that happened?
That happened 2 days ago. I remember it happening. It's been on every broadband feed in the city. I know it was recent, I just can't remember the exact date. Warning. Cognitive stress levels high.
You got her, Foucault. Omega's our plurality.
You don't belong here, do you, Alana?
I want an attorney.
The Alana Winston that belongs in 2023 is actually sitting in the next room. She's about to be released with an apology for the misunderstanding that took place here today. The Alana Winston that I'm looking at, however, doesn't exist. At least not yet. Why did you come back?
You haven't seen what I've seen. We have to stop the grid.
When does time travel become possible?
You've replaced freedom with the illusion of safety. But we're not safe, Foucault. Neither are you. We'll keep coming back. You can't possibly stop us all.
Well, I hope they're better than you. This afternoon, they'll pack you off to our detention area on Ellis Island. Enjoy your stay with us, Alana.
Plurality confirmed.
Alana Winston was the 19th plurality to be identified and captured by the Immigration Special Investigations Unit. These pluralities brought us questions rather than answers. None of them had a criminal record before we detained them. They were educated, employed. See you around, Symbol. We would ask, but they would give us nothing. But the next plurality would change everything.
Warning. Plurality detected. Jacob Foucault. Target locked. Sending all available agents.
We're off to visit the planets. There are treats galore in the stars. Venus is loaded with candy, and ice cream is found upon Mars. The soda pop's fizzing on Saturn. When you're thirsty, it sure hits the spot. And Jupiter's really jumping with popcorn that's buttered and hot. But the best of them all is the planet, where all of these treats are at hand. And that is the spot we now head for, our theater refreshment stand.
I got the speed, this body rules, it will ring. It's my machine, it's my castle, it's my weapon. When I wrestle, I got the hands, I got the moves, I got the ways to get to you. You want trouble, you'll be sorry if you mess with this body. I got the body. I got the body. The body rules. I got the body. The body rules tonight. I got the arms. I got the legs. I got the strength to give you pain. I got fists that made of iron. I got a heart that never tires. I walk tall, I walk proud. I stand out in any crowd. You're gonna fall, you're gonna crawl, you're gonna beg for your release. I got the body. The body rules. I got the body. The body rules. I got the body. The body rules tonight. Body's strong, you mess with me, I'm gonna tear you down. I got the tools to deal with fools. I got the body to take me to the top. I got the body. The body rules. I got the body. The body rules. I got the body. The body rules tonight. I got the body. The body rules. I got the body. The body rules. I got the body. The body rules tonight. I got the body. The body rules. Don't mess with me, Mean Gene. The body rules. I'll drop you down, Jack. The body rules tonight. I got the body. The body rules. I'll split your head, Jack. The body rules. I'm the baddest mother walking the streets. The body rules tonight. I got the body. The body rules. I'm so pretty. The body.
Drive away your worries and cares at this drive-in theater, where you will see the finest motion pictures of all time, soon to be released. Drama, comedy, adventure, excitement, something for everyone.
Hey, You got a permit for those guns?
I got your permit right here.
All units, we have an ongoing shootout at 24th and Northwest Street.
I'm on it.
He's a Kung Fu renegade cop.
I don't want to hear it, Kung Fury. I've just been at City Hall. You just destroyed an entire city block, for Christ's sake.
I quit.
Now he must defeat the most evil Kung Fu master in the world, Adolf Hitler, aka Kung Fuer.
Hitler. He's the worst criminal of all time. I need to kill him.
I can hack you back in time to Nazi Germany, just like a time machine.
Oh no. I went too far back in time. This is Viking Age. I'm a cop from the future. I need your help.
Ready for a new world of unspeakable adventures never before shown in a motion picture. Get ready for Kung Fury.
Previously on Abraxas.
I was killing guys like this 10 years ago with my bare hands. I'm not going for any of these tricks. This is a sport of death and honor. Code of the Gladiators.
Will you spare me the combat Zen speech? What the hell's the matter with you? Can't you see what's going on out there? This isn't a game. Get him out of here. What's the matter? Steroids make you deaf? Get him out of here now!
You're not downloading. You're still virtually watching the Cinema Insomnia Cyberpunk special, coming to you from the retro future. We also have a top secret side mission analyzing various tech noir films so that we can make our own low-budget knockoff for the network. We're calling it Alan N. Smithy's Turkish Blade Runner, or its foreign language title, The Man Who Killed the Future. And speaking of killing the future, a bounty paper towel hunter named Earl 409 is trying to destroy Mister Lobo in two separate but equal timelines for presenting tonight's feature. Apparently, it's part of a cinematic universe that, when completed, may be the dreaded anti-entertainment equation, capable of putting the entire planet into irreversible franchise fatigue, where each new film subtracts rather than adds to the movies it's supposedly connected to. Earlier versions of this phenomenon include the Star Wars sequel trilogy and the Halloween movies. It's too late to stop tonight's part of the problem, so we might as well lean into it. To summarize the first half of tonight's sci-fi film so far, we scanned John Stanley's book, and our computator Abacus has turned the Creature Features movie guide into a complete virtual reality experience. All systems go.
Abraxas, Guardian of the Universe, 1990. Pro wrestler Jesse Ventura portrays a finder, a 10,000-year-old policeman who comes to Earth in search of a renegade cop played by Sven-Ole, who does this impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Well, most of this Canadian film, written and directed by Damien Lee, has two grunt guys fighting it out in snow country while each searches for a child that holds the eye to the future of the universe. Or some such tripe. Oh, and there is one other thing. Oh! Ah! Oh!
Wait a second. Babs, did you make this jive origami turkey? Well, what the heck that's supposed to mean? And speaking of foul turkeys, after a bitter battle in a snow-capped Airbnb, our hero, Space Governor Ventura, is run through with a floor lamp by FAO Schwarzenegger. And now Mr. The Body is about to be discovered by the mother and child he swore to protect as Cinema Insomnia returns you to the second half of tonight's feature, Abraxas, guard dog of the Puniverse in Cyberovision XM.
Oh my God.
Your initial wound is now closed. Surface treatment you will provide. I have taken sterilization procedures.
We have to leave now. The authorities will arrive soon.
Hold it. Hold it right there. Tommy, get in your bedroom right now. 5 years, I have lived with this thing that is so unbelievable that the only people I can tell are my parents. When I tell them, they disown me. 'Cause I don't even know the name of whatever it was that impregnated me. I think one of you space guys, or whatever it is you are, could have dropped me a note or something. You know, just to let me know that I'm not crazy. That this thing really did happen. Oh, no, that would be too much. You're probably too busy off saving the universe, right? Do you ever think about what I'm going through? Or how difficult it is making ends meet? Do you have any idea how much a 2-bedroom house costs? You know, I just feel like I ought to... Ow! 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 What have you got in there, steel?
Plasteel, to be correct. We really must leave.
Why should I trust you?
If I had wanted to hurt you, I could have done it years ago. You know that. We must go.
Birthing members of the dominant species are highly protective of their offspring. Find the mother and you will find the child. Abraxas is concentrating on his wound I cannot locate. His shield is intact.
Hey, yo! It's closed! Can't you read or what?
I'm looking for a man. A woman.
Women! Ah, you're looking for women. Like exotic dancers.
I'm not familiar with the term exotic dancer.
Exotic dancers are birthing members of this species performing contemporary fertility rites.
What the hell was that?
That's my answer box.
Hey, listen, pal. Ain't no exotic dancers here in these parts. Not in this town, anyways.
Shame. Thank you.
Hey, watch it! Hey, fuck, that's my car!
Tommy has entered an unconscious resting state.
No, he hasn't. He's asleep.
What is our destination?
We're going to Maxie's.
Is Maxie a man?
Yes.
Is this man a friend of yours?
A good friend. He goes to Organic Apples, which I buy from him.
Is he a mating partner of yours?
No, he's a good friend, but he's certainly not a mating partner.
I understand. A non-conjugal relationship with a male member of your species.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Command issues a reminder that you are to terminate.
What did you do that for?
So that we can talk uninterrupted.
It appears that Abraxas has shut down his answer box.
That's 3 times he's failed to apprehend Secundus in a direct confrontational situation. Abraxas may be a little too aged for this assignment. He's had possession of the co-meter for 147 parsecs and still hasn't terminated the...
Parsecs are not an appropriate Earth time unit.
Send somebody else down.
I can't send somebody else down. We're still experiencing warp malfunction in that sector height.
He's back on audio. Let me know.
All right, now, Jack. What did he look like? Can you tell me what he looked like?
He was big and mean and he had a beard.
Did he say anything to you?
Go and give me a test.
What kind of a test?
So I knew something.
What could a kid like you possibly know that this guy would want?
His wrist was talking.
Maybe the blood samples will tell us something. I scraped some off the walls and had them queried down to the city. We'll get a fax report back in about an hour.
And they all lived happily ever after. Good night, Angel.
About this Abraxas character. What do you know about this guy, anyway?
I know more than I believe.
Hello. I suppose you're not tired. Do you want to sit up here with me? I'll tell you a story. It's about 2 men who were partners. Policemen? No, I'd say more like peacemen. That's a person who tries to solve things peacefully. That's a very hard thing to do.
I am from the retro future. Where is Mister Lobo? I'm with the Rift Division of the Future Crimes Commission, and I will destroy anyone or anything that interferes with my mission.
Mr. Lobo is not currently detectable in this timeline. You are currently in the presence of our imperious leader in the future.
The famous Mittens is the imperious leader? Yes, of course, the resemblance is uncanny. How may I service you, your majesty? My plasti-steel heart and hands are yours to command. Toss to the break. Yes, of course. Cinema Insomnia will be right back.
This is 2XL, the electronic robot who talks to your kids.
There's the force and more rats.
He even has a sense of humor.
Are you a birthing member of the human race?
It doesn't matter. You can get program tapes on anything, from science fiction to games to sports.
The co-meter will be able to compute the anti-life equation. You will reveal the anti-life equation, or I will kill all these children.
2XL by Mego.
Hi, I'm Megan. I designed Megan to protect Katie from feeling lonely. You're gonna pair with her. It's insane, right? I won't let anything harm you. Megan! You should run.
What the hell was that?
Did Megan do something bad?
Hold the door! What are you?
I'm Megan.
Megan, rated PG-13.
We dance!
Go, 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 go.
Today we're going to do the Popeye, the Jerk, the Twist, the Watusi, just like your big brothers and sisters. Also, Crichton is going to show us some of his films. And great googly moo!
Howdy folks, Ormond Grimsby here of the hit show Monster Creature Feature.
This new shirt will fit you to a T. It holds practically 1,000,000 times its own weight. In soup! You wash it in the washing machine. Use one as a bath mat. Use it as a towel. Size small through extra large. Only $19.99 plus shipping and handling. But if you add $2.50 to your order, you can get a 2XL and larger size OSI 74 t-shirt. Here's how you order.
Visit our shop at OSI74.com. This is a limited time offer. Go to OSI74.com.
Kind of nervous when I take tests.
I've got 4 skin jobs walking the streets.
They're either a benefit or a hazard. If they're a benefit, it's not my problem.
I'm Rachel.
Deckard.
Have you ever retired a human by mistake?
No.
I need the old Blade Runner. This is a bad one.
How can it not know what it is?
If only you could see what I've seen.
More human than human is our motto.
What if I go north? Disappear. Would you come after me?
No, you wouldn't. But somebody would.
It's too bad she won't live.
I can see you.
Time to die.
Will you help us?
What seems to be the problem?
Death.
I want more life.
An experiment. Nothing more. More human than human is our motto.
We are auditioning actors for the upcoming feature film Turkish Blade Runner. And up for the part of the lovely femme fatale is our lucky real 7 girl, Rachel, spelled with an 8. Oh, what's that you have there?
Do you like it? It's a foil cootie catcher. Babs from the front desk made this for me, for good luck.
Is it artificial?
Of course it is. Cooties are not real.
Babs from the front desk made this.
This is also a sort of test to discover if you are a finder. We call this kind of cootie catcher a fortune-telling snapdragon, or chatterbox for short. Please answer the questions as quickly as possible. Pick a number.
One?
O-N-E.
Okay, that's 3 moves.
You are in a desert and you come across a turtle lying on its back.
It says all that inside the cootie catcher?
I'm asking the questions, Mr. Deckard.
Mr. Lobo.
Pick a color.
Red?
R-E-D. Do androids dream of electric sheep?
Yes, but what about the turtle? Was it a super turtle?
Y-E-S. Do insomniacs dream of electric sleep?
No. Are you even doing this right?
Y-E-S. You come across a full-page nude of your mother.
My mother? Well, your mama.
M-A-M-A. Congratulations! It says you are not a finder.
Great. Well, thanks, Maury. But I don't think I want you in my movie.
That's all right. I wouldn't want to be in your movie anyway. It also said here you have cooties.
Oh, well, fair. Will you at least introduce the next reel of tonight's movie?
Certainly, Mr. Lobo. And now, Cinema Insomnia returns to reel 7 of Abraxas, the Happy Blade Runner.
Something definitely off about that girl.
Sheriff, I can't eat this. It's nothing but white bread, processed cheese, and non-organic lettuce. It's just pesticide and water.
Oh, for Christ's sake, lighten up, would you, White? You fall in love with the Murray broad, and now you're trying to get to her by eating all the shit in the store.
You'd never get involved with a suspect.
She's not a suspect.
What were those guys doing tearing up her place, huh? I think this thing is bigger than it seems. I think it's going to blow up in our faces. But I think we need outside help.
With what? I got one guy responsible for 2 counts of auto theft and 3 murders. And I can't even be sure the same guy did all 3.
We got fingerprints and an eyewitness identification. What more do you want?
It ain't enough to be bringing in the National Guard, the CIA, the grand jury, and God knows who else. Rosie, put this on my tab, would you? Come on.
Tab.
But one of the men began to grow unhappy. He was seeing so much and learning so much. He thought he found a way to become all-powerful. Soon, the only thing that mattered to him was himself and the power that he wanted. He was no longer a good man.
Tommy? You should be in bed. Off you go now. How are you feeling?
The healing rate is a control factor that one can manipulate at will. I'm feeling better. Much better, thank you.
Maybe you can manipulate it at will, but I sure can't.
You haven't tried. Water helps. It's a great healer.
Well, I'm gonna take a shower. I'll let you know what happens.
You never married after Tommy's birth.
No. Are you married?
No. People of my profession are not allowed to marry.
Is Tommy gonna be all right?
The anti-life equation could lie dormant in his mind for his entire life. Or it could be triggered off.
What could trigger it off?
Overloading his mind with fear and confusion. That's what Secundus will try to do. If he gets to the boy,
But you won't let that happen.
we won't let that happen.
Are there any women here?
Crazy? What do you think you're looking at?
Hey, buddy. Go quick for the dancer.
resumed. Sensors indicate that you have lied, and that you have had direct contact with the co-mater child on a one-to-one basis. You have had ample opportunities to terminate the co-mater cleanly and efficiently. Command...
Do you like functioning in the vocal mode?
Vocal mode is necessary to serve and protect you, Abraxas.
You will speak when spoken to, or I will deactivate your vocal mode.
Command has issued an order to terminate the co-mater child.
You are not to speak unless spoken to. The problem is not the child, it is Secundus.
I read your emotion level to Sonia, the birthing member of the species in undressed state. Need I remind you that finders are not permitted intimate bonding so that they might remain totally loyal to
Need
their
I
task?
remind you, you're only to speak when spoken to.
The two sets of prints found in the apartment match those from the vital statistics incident. But there's something weird.
What do you mean, weird?
Well, they have highly irregular patterns, like nothing we have on record.
What about the blood in the wall at the Murray joint?
You believe in extraterrestrials?
Spies, CIA, now ETs. Look, I believe I saw what I saw. More than that, I'll figure out as we go. Now, what about the blood?
The blood doesn't read as human.
Great. What's it read as? Goat?
The chemical composition is like nothing the big city boys have ever seen before. It doesn't match up with any blood type they've ever heard of. Animal or human.
That's crazy.
All right, so who do you think these guys are? Shriners?
I brought you a shirt. Want to ask you something?
Yes.
Just before I gave birth to Tommy, you were going to kill me. You had orders to kill me. Why didn't you?
You had done no wrong. You were an innocent, and you were brave. I could not kill you.
Oh, Miss Mittens, your Mr. Lobo sounds like an idiot. Earl 409 is too formal. Please call me Earl. Yes? Oh, really? I was sent from the future to kill him, but after hearing your stories, I'm starting to feel for that dope. What an imbecile. So when he goes in his dark little box, he just instantly falls asleep like a chicken?
My job, figure out which are real, which are machines. So I took a long shot and offered each a Diet Cola.
Thanks. No thanks.
And what will it be?
Diet Dr. Pepper.
The moral of the story? You can teach a machine to drink, but you can't teach it taste.
Now you can be like one of them. Trooper Transform! When you go to McDonald's for one of these. With a VR Trooper Happy Meal, you get a transformation pendant or this wrist spinner. One toy with each Happy Meal you buy.
Trooper Transform!
Hey, do we know him?
We must now break for station identification.
Работает. Улыбается. Значит, люди смогут стыковать корабли, монтировать орбитальные станции, пересаживаться с ракеты на ракету, выходить из аварийных ситуаций. Смелый и важный шаг совершен по пути к Луне. И первыми совершили его
Utopia Fantastica vis Cosmonauts on OSI 74.
The dinosaurs have the capability of mental telepathy. All living creatures talk with telepathy. Your cats, your dogs, all of them.
So what brings you out to the art exhibit today?
One of the coolest things that I learned was that the Tillamook Lighthouse killed a lot of people and that they later turned it into a crematorium.
The world's first MMA fight between two quadriplegics, and we are going out with a bang as a fundraiser to help me achieve my dream of climbing Mount Adams.
And what planet do you come from?
Zorax, actually.
Pacific North, weird!
I want it. You probably think I'm beautiful, Dr. Roberts, but I'm not.
I want it.
My nose is 0.2 millimeters too narrow, and my cheekbones are 0.4 millimeters too high.
I want it too.
I do television commercials. They want a certain look. Hi, I'm Cindy. I'm the perfect female type. Hi, I'm Cindy. I'm the perfect female type.
You don't know what's going on. This is more than commercials. They're killing all the girls that are perfect.
I did surgery on several girls a few months back. There have been some suicides.
What have you got me mixed up in? I have a right to know if somebody's trying to kill me.
Don't look at the screen.
If looks could kill, looker.
And now it's time for our virtual mail sack. Actual virtual correspondence from actual virtual insomniacs out there just like you. Tonight we have a video letter from Jeffrey Allen Arnett from the mighty, monstrous Mitten of Michigan.
You're not dreaming, you're watching Cinema Insomnia.
Oh, that was an amazing hot dog place doodle. And now, back to tonight's feature, Abraxas, axis of the nexus plexus.
Well, it's your section. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. He's in the midsection. That's common territory. And besides, there's been murders in this town, and that guy looks like he could have done it.
Any guy who just killed 3 people would not be sitting in here eating his breakfast.
Well, I'm not going to go serve him. You go wait.
Oh, yeah, right.
I'm hungry.
Here's the menu.
This I cannot eat.
No, you just pick something.
Very good. I will have that.
So what did he order? He ordered the whole breakfast section. Did you check to see if you had money first?
You ask him.
No way.
So, what are you doing for Christmas?
Well, I was going to go home and see my parents, but they don't like me very much.
Sure they do.
Anyways, I got a lot of work to catch up on around here. I'm going to stay in town. Clean my guns or something.
Why don't you come to our place? Family dinner.
What are you having?
Turkey.
Free range?
I paid for it.
So what makes you think these guys are staying at Max's?
I drove past last night. Car was parked outside.
Get in the other room. The less people that know you're here, the better.
Morning.
Morning. Sheriff Sharp, and I'm Deputy White.
John, I see you almost every day in my store. What are you introducing yourself for?
Your apartment was vandalized last night, and we have reason to believe that the man who did it is also responsible for several killings in this area. We're concerned for your safety.
I'll be all right.
I'm not asking if you'll be all right. We're talking murder here. We think the killer may be after you.
Look, Miss Murray.
You're being pretty formal here, John.
We believe that you know something. Now, maybe you're protecting somebody I don't know. But whatever it is, we can help you. You can't do this alone.
I'm not doing it alone, and you wouldn't believe me anyway.
Why don't you try us?
Miss Murray, you're in danger. I can protect you. We can protect you. Talk to me. Us.
Let me think about it.
Come on, guys. I'll see you out to your car.
We have to get out of here.
Running would just further disturb Tommy. I'm sure he's being affected by the turmoil already. And Secundus would just track you down. We'll take care of this right here.
How?
By taking care of Secundus.
How are you going to do that?
I've done it before. I'll do it again. I'll take care of it.
Thank you.
That was pleasant.
That was physical contact using an area of the human anatomy pressure-sensitive, self-moistening, and located close to the perceived source of thoughts and emotion.
Your answer box sounds a little jealous.
I am free from the bondage of emotion and do not suffer petty jealousies.
Remember what I told you?
Sorry.
Haven't you ever kissed a woman before?
No.
You're kidding. That good. That was really good.
Abraxas?
You were spoken to.
I thought you should know that the co-mater child called Tommy has left this domicile.
Dear Mom, I love you and Maxie, and I think Abraxas too. The bad man is after me. I don't want anything bad to happen to you. I'm going away so he won't find me and you will be all right. I love you.
We must find him. If he wanders too far, my answer box cannot cloak him.
Will there be anything else?
Those children, where they're going?
To the school up the street.
Do all your children from around here go to the same school?
Yeah, it's the only one in the area.
I see. What is this?
The bill.
Did I order this?
Everyone gets one.
Merry Pleasant.
Join the Lobo Loop and get information delivered right to your answer box. VD not included. Drop us a line of code at osi74info@gmail.com or visit our website at cinemainsomnia.com. Future Cinema Insomnia will be right back. End of line.
It came from the third dimension with its own brain, its own voice, its own legs. There's only one problem. It needs your eyes. Virtual Boy. See it now in 3D.
Will this beast save outer space or destroy it? This thing is an eyesore. May heaven forgive us. It came from behind the dark planet, mutated by cosmic gases. Can Eyesore be harnessed by OSI 74? Or will he be our own undoing? Stay tuned.
Our producers need a lot of help.
If you like what they do and what they do works for you, why not consider putting a little something in their thank jar?
Oh, you can buy crack from me.
Our producers receive 100% of the tips in their thank jar.
Reach for the sky. Support OSI.
Mr. Lobo and Miss Dixie are founders of Outer Space International and OSI 74, which you can support monthly on Patreon. They also produce Cinema Insomnia and many more shows. To send one-time funds online now with no further obligation, go to paypal.me/Mr. Lobo. That's paypal.me/Mr. Lobo. You can find more thank jars for your other favorite shows at osi74.com.
From the imagination of Stephen King comes the story of a man
Joe! Come on, boy, let's go. Grass is waiting for you.
with the mind of a child.
Yeah, Cybo Man. He came to see me.
Cybo Man. Comics, right?
Yeah, Cybo Man.
And a doctor
Virtual reality holds a key to the evolution of the human mind.
with a vision of the future.
I have a game in my house that you might like to play. Would you like that?
Yeah. Okay.
really bad. I have different games. I even have one that could help make you smarter.
Now, Job Smith is about to enter the world of virtual reality.
It's gonna hit me! No, Joe, just relax. It's gonna be like being up there with the stars, Joe. Like going to another planet. His mind is like a clean, hungry sponge. I just graduated to the next level, Joe.
You're not the lawnmower man. Well, you've certainly changed. I don't know how you did it, but I approve.
I absorbed Latin yesterday in less than 2 hours.
Joe, where are you? Oh, Joe.
A world where the normal course of events can suddenly turn inside out.
You realize, Dr. Angelo, that my intelligence has surpassed yours.
The imaginary becomes real.
Trying to get inside my head, Joe.
You can't hide anything from me, Dr. Angelo.
And reality
We have no idea what he's gonna do.
is all in your mind. Stephen King. The Lawnmower Man.
The mystery of Abraxas has been deepening with every reel. Why did Alan Smithy pick this film for us to analyze? Is he after the anti-entertainment equation? Or did he just go by the title and maybe watch like the first 2 minutes? One way or another, Mr. Lobo was going to find out. Maybe the enigmatic paper foldings of my partner Babs from the front desk is the key to the answers I seek. A turkey? A snapdragon? And speaking of paper, I can't stop thinking about Reel 8. Babs, in tonight's movie, when Secundus eats the receipt in the diner, does he say very pleasant or Merry Christmas? Very pleasant? Oh, no reason, just thinking. What's that you got there? A paper airplane? I mean, your origami is getting lazier and lazier. I mean, what's next? A bookmark? Thanks. Tonight's movie's a messy stew. We're calling it Run of the Termalander, but you may know it better as Abraxas, guardian of whatever.
Comator still cloaked by Abraxas, but cloak weakening.
Flesh can handle your weapons.
Well, try this one!
Are you all right, Tommy?
You had me scared to death.
I want to talk to Tommy alone. Perhaps I could drive back to Maxie's house in your car with Tommy.
Is that okay with you, Tommy?
Co-mater not within.
I know that. I have other plans.
Languages, different religions, different colors of skin. But basically, when we come straight down to it, we're all just people, aren't we? And that's what's really important. Can I help you?
Bring me the co-mater.
What?
I said bring me the co-mater, or I will kill all these children, one at a time. No!
Your mother told me you have a birthday coming up. You'll be 6. I have a birthday soon. I'll be 11,862 next Tuesday. That's a little bit more than 6, isn't it? I know why you won't speak, Tommy. You're afraid. Afraid of what you have inside you. Afraid of your power. And I know it's hard being different from all the other children. Sometimes life can be hard. Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to.
He'll do it now. He was just exercising compassion for the mother. He didn't want to do it in front of her. He wants Secunda's height. No. He'll do it. I agree. But he'll do it his way. He can't do it his way. He can't take Secundus out. He knows what's necessary. He'll do it when the child is relaxed and unsuspecting. Make it a peaceful death.
You're a good person, Tommy. You can learn to control your power. You can speak.
All right, come on, everybody, get back there. Let's start work. Come on, get back there. Let's take the blow again. Come on, stand this way. Okay, bring it on in. All right?
Tell me I'm dreaming.
Well, if it ain't the mystery cop.
I know the location of the perpetrator.
What's going on here, Mike?
Some lunatic burst into the classroom, grabbed me, and says he wants a co-mater.
It's him. Send in the co-mater. I want him now. You have 30 seconds before I kill the children.
Why are you doing this? What do you want? He's gonna start killing them. They're just kids!
Send in the co-mater. The child called Tommy.
Tommy.
You have 25 seconds
Tommy.
left.
Tommy!
Tanya!
Tommy!
Oh! Hey, Tommy!
Tommy, can you hear me? Tommy, can you see me? This aged well. These last few scenes read like dark outtakes from Kindergarten Cop. By the way, when you have a child actor that doesn't talk, not only can you pay them less, but less lines to memorize. Easier to meet those strict child actor union requirements. A 6 to 9-year-old can only work like 4 hours a day. Another note from the last reel. How did Barney Fife get an Uzi? Oh, it was the 90s. Cinema Insomnia will be right back with more of the anti-Fife equation.
Terminator.
Robotic endoskeleton, the bioflesh regenerator. Activate!
Now you can create your own Terminator with the bioflesh regenerator.
I'm back to protect.
Yeah? Think again.
Battle damage. I must return to bioflesh regenerator.
Add flesh compound.
Activate!
You are in control.
Terminator created.
I'm back.
The bioflesh regenerator comes with 2 robotic figures and bioflesh compound.
You're watching OSI 74. Keep watching it or I'll come looking for you. I am the greatest.
To the hip, 1, 2, 3 o'clock.
A flying disc has been found.
It's alive!
Dynamite!
Danger, Bill Robinson, danger.
Nano. Logical design.
What you talking about, Will?
All systems go.
Hey guys, it's Buddha Gonzalez.
And this is Domino.
And we're here to talk to you about our show, Bizarre Transmissions from the Bermuda Triangle.
Breaking new gate.
You see, our show features wild and one-of-a-kind music videos of all genres.
And Buddha, don't forget, we also have artist spotlight, special guests, and demented humor.
That's right, it's all part of OSI 74's Secret Sundays.
Watching OSI 74. If you don't know that, you don't know nothing.
Right, Quinn, how's it hanging? Sorry.
We prefer not to be touched.
Right.
You seem tense.
There's very little that brings us joy.
You're a tough nut to crack. And of course I don't mean not in the pejorative sense.
What seems to be the problem?
We're dying.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
Not. Zero theorem, or very hush-hush.
I give him 2 weeks.
Zero must equal 100%.
The zero theorem is unprovable.
I think I've got a friend who might be able to help.
You're a pretty intense guy. Locked up all alone. So, tell me, how did it all start?
You have any idea what the zero theorem's all about?
Everything adds up to nothing.
What's the point?
Exactly, what's the point of anything?
We always wanted to feel different, unique.
You have made a very big mistake.
Just run away with me.
I know who you are.
Why would you want to prove that all is for nothing? And we knew quite clearly that we only had to answer yes, and the voice would give us a reason for being.
Oh, yes, my imperious leader, Mr. Lobo is very close to unlocking the anti-entertainment equation and learning the mind-bending truth about Abraxas and its true cinematic universe. He has no clue that we were never planning on releasing Turkish Blade Runner. Well, Your Leafiness, we were planning on releasing endless special editions and director's cuts to squeeze our audience on the back end, but we found there's so much more money in not releasing the film in the first place. Everyone gets paid for research and development, and then when investors ask, when is the movie coming out, you just say you need more money, and you need more money, and eventually it gets so expensive, they just pull the plug themselves, shelve the movie, and you just move on to the next project without all the burden of a critical or financial failure, like tonight's film, Abraxas.
I knew you would come. You were born for this moment. You are my creation. You will reveal the anti-life equation. You are my son. You are the co-mater. Test the co-mater. Run, Tommy, run! Run! Not this time.
Co-mater escaping. Co-mater escaping. Co-mater escaping. Co-mater
I knew what Secundus was going to do. Play cat and mouse with the boy. Tease him until fear and frustration had Tommy's mind bubbling like a pot of Sargation oil.
Abraxas, wait, I'm coming with you!
The co-mater's energy is building. He's now capable of causing spontaneous combustion. How long before he hits critical mass? Very soon.
No more running. Just you, me, and the anti-life equation. You're my son. You are the co-mater. Cannot change destiny. Secundus! It's out of your control, Abraxas. You cannot kill Sonia's son, and you cannot kill me. I was a finder, a good finder. Remember the mandate? No finder past or present can be executed. Go back home, Abraxas. I didn't know whether Tommy was going to blast me off the face of the planet or offer me a hand up.
Tommy?
It could go either way.
Tommy? 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 It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right, Tommy. Don't worry.
They made a mistake by releasing Abraxas, but a cosmic mistake that will give us unlimited power. For as you know, the real currency these days is in pissing off the fan base. Yes, we've been planting more and more Christmas decorations, Imperious Leader, as you suggested, but Mister Lobo is still clueless as to the true nature of Abraxas, or even who he really is. The computer abacus is gleaning much from tonight's transmission, however. This whole film is actually based on the Heisenberg principle. You can know exactly where the bad guy is or stop him, but you can't do both. Also, this movie only works with audiences at all if they know the tropes from the other movies where the tropes actually do work. Certainly this movie has not earned 10,000-year-old cyborg reformed by the love of great value, Terry Garr. Yes, of course, Babs is going to convert all this to note cards. Do you feel this is wise, Your Iviness? You're calling off all the FCC character assassinations? You want the man your ex-husband Earl killed restored? Certainly. I agree. The Cinema Insomnia broadcast still needs a somewhat satisfying conclusion if ratings are to hold. We'll have plenty of time to annoy the fan base once the equation is solved. It seems you still have some loyalty for this Mister Lobo idiot after all. Well, you are in charge. Yes, of course. We'll put more Christmas decorations on Mister Lobo's set before we come back from the commercial break. Cosmonauti, I need you.
I am the honey monster. I am the law! Yeah, look. 3 Judge Dredd poster packs to collect. 1 free in every pack of Sugar Puffs. I'll keep this.
I knew you'd say that.
You talk just like me.
I'll be the judge of that.
Touchy.
I'm known for my gentle and charming disposition. So when Ernie here ran out of Miller Lite, I didn't get mad. Nah. We calmly discussed the situation. I told Ernie I'd drink light because it's brewed from the ground up so it tastes great. Not like some watered-down version of a regular beer. We reached an understanding, and he quickly rectified the situation. Mom always said I had a way with people. When it's Miller Lite, less Philly, tastes great.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Dragging your butt through the day, selling body and soul to a bunch of bland normals? Acting stupid so they'll think you're one of them? Tired of getting all of the guilt, but none of the sex? There is a simple answer, dear friend. A glowing beacon of slack amidst the turmoil and darkness. It's J.R. Bob Dobbs, the living slack master, and his church of the subgenius. Bob brings a new destiny for the abnormal. For Bob comes to justify our sins, to unmask the conspiracy, and to get us back the slack they stole away. It's us versus them. Are you gonna fry in hell on earth alongside the pink boys? Or will you pull the wool over your own eyes and accept Bob into your mind? Repent, quit your job, slack off, and praise Bob!
Church of the Subgenius, eternal salvation, or triple your money back.
Love is kind, love is thoughtful, and love is even forgiving when others hurt us.
I get it. Like God forgives us when we hurt him.
This is J.C. Webster III, God's 10-star general in the war against media pornography. Why are you watching this filth on OSI 74? Get you tonight.
What are you doing?
Making a long-distance phone call. Beijing Hotel.
西暦2021年人類を救う情報は JM の頭脳にインプットされた
I can carry nearly 80 gigs of data in my head.
Activating MX memory dumping. Your present capacity 3 gigabytes.
Been pretty good at memorizing, huh?
I had to dump a chunk of long-term memory.
You had to dump a chunk of what?
My childhood.
Let's start with what you got in there. What is for the world?
Double cheese anchovies? You are not menu.
Johnny, they were waiting for me, Rocky.
Johnny, do you remember me?
Johnny!
Keanu Reeves. Takeshi.
Can't shoot.
Not in the head. J.M.
So our clues so far, all this snow, sappy family drama, weird sort of angels interfering with the destiny of man, holiday decorations, a virgin birth, child messiah, fat guys with beards, and a kid that doesn't talk? No, get out of here. Abraxas is not a Christmas movie. That's unacceptable, okay? We just did a holiday episode. Abraxas is not a Christmas movie. What did you call me? Look, it's got to turn around. It's not too late. Let's see what the merciful conclusion of a bric-a-brac shows us. You know, you're not supposed to use scissors.
It's stuck!
Abraxas, your mandate does not allow you to terminate another finder. Let him go.
Dead end. Can't kill me. I was a finder. Test. For the anti-life equation.
Warning. Testing will result in discorporation.
Can't
Testing
do it.
will result in discorporation. Testing will result in discorporation.
Over here now, please.
Get the hoses out of there! Burn like a children! Come on, boys! Let's save this whole wreck! Come on! Get in there! Okay. All right, come on.
Your mission is completed. Command congratulates you. A travel warp will appear in 2 minutes to transport you to your next assignment.
It's possible someone else may try to exploit the co-mater.
If that occurs, it will be dealt with then, Abraxas.
It might be wise if Tommy were assigned a permanent finder.
Command says your recommendation will be considered. Prepare for travel, Abraxas.
I would be very interested in taking that assignment.
Command says your desire will be considered. Now prepare for travel.
I cannot leave.
To refuse a transport order means to forfeit your finderhood.
I know. Can I keep my answer box?
I would be pleased to stay and watch over you, Sonia, and Tommy, if Command permits it.
We have a decision to make. The decision has already been made. I was wrong about Abraxas.
Affirmative. We can stay.
Hey! You got some explaining to do.
You're a good man, Officer Sharp. This world needs good men.
You really are some kind of off-road cop, aren't you?
I'm terrestrial now.
How am I gonna write this up in a report?
I think you should scale it down to acceptable proportions.
Why?
You know, I think I'm gonna like living here. This planet's got a great deal of potential.
I kinda like that guy. Let's go.
Coffee and donuts?
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Is it Secundus was zapped off into the universe, and I was on Earth for good. Earth. Nice name, isn't it?
I'm really glad you're staying.
And God bless us, everyone.
This wasn't cyberpunk in the least. Abraxas is a straight Hallmark Channel Christmas movie with a cyborg.
Merry Christmas!
What the hell is going on here?
Oh yes, Abraxas is definitely a Christmas movie. Like Gremlins, or Die Hard, or Terry Gilliam's Brazil. We are the only life forms to watch Abraxas to the very end, and we finally discovered the truth. That Hallmark Christmas movies are the anti-entertainment equation. The unfranchised. The shared universe that eats away at itself and everything it touches with each new movie.
This is unbelievable. Wait a second. Aren't you dead? I mean, Earl the Finder killed you.
They fixed me. They fix everything. I'm now an android in service to the Imperious Leader. Apparently, so are you.
I'm an android? Sorry, Lobot. Should have told you earlier. You're a mandroid. No ambiguous ending here. The real Mr. Lobo's been sleeping in a cardboard box for 25 years or so. That does not compute. That does not compute. That does not compute. Future, 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 future. Thanks for watching Cinema Insomnia. Where the hell am I?